Whether you're the showman, whether you're the first candle, whether you're the band, givers and their seekers, students and their teachers, I should know. Part-time graphic designer, I should know. No soldier or driver, part-time graphic designer, I should know. Woo! Warming it up. Benz, how you feeling?
Feeling great, Shmuel. How you feeling?
This is my brother Benzi right here. We grew up in Southern California. Very similar weather. Anyone here from California? There it is. How about Florida, Miami? What about Coral Springs? What about Sandy Springs? What about Maryland in the house? What about local Washington, D.C. friends? It's great to do Hanukkah together. We do want to bring in the shtetl. This is the neshama, the soul, that light upon the nations, that comes through the latkes, through the messages. Every Hanukkah, Bayamim Haim, Basman Hazeh. Every morning goes like this. That's right. Every morning from the kitchen when she's cooking, my Bobby tells you you're good looking.
Good looking.
The kids don't play Opachi hands a lach. Bobby she'll make you fish a knee da lach. Yeah. But that baker he's so lonely, yeah. My Bobby's kid always so stormy. My shtetl Krenitz is calling your name. I hear my shtetl, it's calling. But there ain't no highway back to Krenitz.
No train inside this ride.
And there ain't no train inside this ride. I close my eyes and say, hello LA. Oh, welcome to the shtetl of mine. Everyone's your friend in this cobblestone land. Everybody seems to know you're Bobby. They'll share their wine and their latkes with you, and then they'll send regards to Shloime. But that butcher is so lonely, yeah. My Bobby's get always so stormy. My shtetl Krenitz is calling your name. I hear my shtetl, it's calling.
There ain't no highway, no.
But there ain't no highway back to Krenitz.
No train inside this ride.
There ain't no train inside this ride.
Oh, I close my eyes and say,
hello LA. Oh, welcome to the shtetl of mine. Bobby, you. Why, my shtetl calling. Feels like let's move it up. Da vai shtekene da la o. Die Bobby so sein, so the trailer. Akakaya, Bobby, you. Bobby, you. Why, my shtetl's calling. Feels like let's move it up. Da vai shtekene da la o. Die Bobby so sein. Everybody wave your hands in the air on the beat. Come on. Let's go. From Washington, D.C. to the rest of the world. We're bringing in the joy. We're bringing in that faith, that bold unity. We're bringing in the light of Hanukkah. Oh, you Bobby, you. Bobby, you. Oh, you Bobby, you. Bobby, you. Yo, Bobby, you. And Bobby, you. Ay, my shtettl's calling. Oh, it's been short, let's put it live. Da va shtekene da la oh, die Bobby so sein. You do the full time, here we go. Oh, yeah, Bobby, you. Bobby, you. Ay, my shtettl's calling. It's been short, let's put it live. Da va shtekene da la Thank you. We got one more song for you before. A few years ago, my brother and I, we put out this song, Yalili, put it on the internet, on the YouTube. It's got about 8 million views. It's taken us to many places, but no place like right now, right here. Here we go. Put your hands together. We're bringing in the power of the Maccabees, the power of the menorah to light up the darkness. Here we go.
Yala yala yalili, oh yala yala yalili, yala 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 yalili, oh yala yala yalili, oh yala yala yalili, oh yala yala yalili, yala yala yalili. Dance, 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 happy Oh, shedehele mazal shedehei, shedehele mazal shedehei, shedehele mazal shedehei, emet shevadi shedehei. 1, 2, 1, 2. Et hatan osefadi, kalenu we Ashkenazi, rachelmeinu osefadi, amaruchein Ashkenazi, vapasali osefadi, Rabbi Nachman Ashkenazi, shedehele mazal osefadi, et shevadi. Ashkenazi, bring it on. Yala yala yalili, oh yala yala yalili, yala 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 yalili, oh yala yala yalili, oh yala yala yalili, oh yala yala yalili, yala 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 yalili. Dance, 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 habibi. Gina, Gina, oh Safadi, we the show Ashkenazi, Yossi Yavi. Yom Shrini, Ashkenazi, Moadim L'Simcha, O Sephardi, Agit Yom Tef, Ashkenazi, Shedehele Mazal, O Sephardi, Metzivati, Ashkenazi, here we go. Yala yala yalili, oh yala yala yalili, yala 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 yalili, oh yala yala yalili, oh yala yala yalili, oh yala yala yalili, yala yala yalili. Dance, dance, dance. Yala yala yala, let me hear you guys. Oh yala yala yalili, yala 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 yalili. Oh yala yala yalili, oh yala yala yalili. Oh yala yala yalili, yala yala yalili. Dance, dance, dance. Rabbi Green on the piano, come on, Rabbi. See y'all real soon. Happy Hanukkah.
One. Two.
Check this one.
1, 2, and
Testing 1, 2.
Cold and windy. And we are going to get through this program quite quickly, as I'm sure you all appreciate, but we are going to get this done. All right. Welcome, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where you're tuning in from. I want to wish you a happy Hanukkah from here on the Ellipse, America's front lawn, just in front of the White House in Washington, D.C. My name is Rabbi Levi Shem Tov. I'm the Executive Vice President of American Friends of Lubavitch, Chabad, and President of the National Menorah Council, and we are proud to be presenting this amazing program to you today. We're here full of resolve and gratitude, and what we hoped was going to be a celebratory, joyous event. But unfortunately, once again, we are marred by the disaster which struck just hours ago in a place very far away in distance, but very close to our heart. We were all horrified to learn this morning of the cold-blooded murder of our fellow Jews in Sydney, Australia. Innocent people seeking merely to celebrate their faith in the open, as we are able to do here today. We had to make a decision earlier about how to respond to that horrible, regrettable act of terror, especially in the face of what are almost unprecedented weather conditions. Echoing in my mind were the words that were said by Rabbi Eli Schlanger, my colleague, Hashem Yimkoin Domoy, who said in response to a wave of anti-Semitic incidents in Sydney, really, he said, we have one response: be more Jewish, feel more Jewish, look more Jewish. And that is what we are going to do today. We no longer have any choice about whether he'd been killed, but we do have a choice about whether he will remain alive and whether what he stood for will remain alive. Therefore, we decided, together with our incredible law enforcement and military, to go ahead and forge ahead and dedicate this very event to those who perished in today's massacre alongside him. I ask that everyone pray for the recovery of those who were injured, including a cousin of mine who was in the ICU the last time I checked with serious injuries, and also for the welfare. And I ask all those across the community and beyond, here and around the world, to please pray for the recovery of Ahmed al-Ahmed, someone who was not a member of the Jewish community, but gave up his safety and well-being to stop one of the gunmen and thus prevent even further loss of life. May he recover speedy and fully. I will now ask that as we begin today's program, as joyous and as festive it will be in defiance of what has happened, that we begin with a moment of silence and reflection to honor the memory of those who are no longer with us. Thank you very much. We are honored here by the presence of many dignitaries and members of the administration, chief among them the Honorable Howard W. Lutnick, the United States Secretary of Commerce, Ambassador Stuart Eisenstadt, a storied public servant who's the chairman of the United States Holocaust Memorial Council, who has a direct connection to what we're celebrating here and the establishment of this very menorah and the thousands which it has spawned across the world. And he's here with members of his family. And of course, the one who established this program, even before it was brought to Washington in the late 70s, when the president came to the lighting, and the following year, when the President, Reagan, who did not do outdoor events, declared this the National Menorah. And that is my father, Rabbi Abraham Shem Tov, the National Director of American Friends of Lubavitch, and the Chairman of Agudas Chasidei Chabad, the umbrella organization of the International Chabad Lubavitch movement. Now, obviously, this event is the most prominent celebration of Hanukkah, if not the most widely publicized Jewish event anywhere in the world. I join with over 5,000 of my colleagues in all 50 states and over 110 countries who are organizing some 15,000 public Hanukkah events. The decision was made by the central organizational leadership of the International Chabad Lubavitch movement to continue with our public celebrations of Hanukkah, obviously with increased security measures, as you're very easily able to see today, so that the darkness that came over our colleagues and across the greater Jewish community as a result will be answered with strength, light, and resistance. And with resilience, like the Maccabees did. I'll have more to say about that in a little while, but for now, let's begin the program by welcoming the heroes of the United States Air Force Band, led by Second Lieutenant David Gallant, and the three cantors we have, Cantor Yuri Cohen, Cantor Duvi Miller, and Cantor Aaron Tesler. One from Atlanta, the other from New Jersey, and Aaron Tesler's our own from here in Washington. We've been fortunate that the Military District of Washington has been supporting this event for decades now. And I would like to ask them to welcome us with Shalom Aleichem, the song of peace, the song of welcome. And before they start, and we hear even one word, can we please hear the greatest applause you've ever given, because today is the toughest conditions in which they've played. Please, the three cantors of the United States Air Force Band.
Sholem Aleichem Malachi HaShoreis Malachi Elyoin Mimelech Malchei HaMelochim HaKodesh Baruch Hu Sholem Aleichem Malachi HaShoreis Malachi Elyoin Mimelech Malchei HaMelochim HaKodesh Baruch Hu Sholem Aleichem Malachi HaShoreis Malachi Elyoin Mimelech Malchei HaMelochim
Whoa, if that's not bravery, then I don't know what is. And we're very proud of the United States Air Force Band. And as I just said to them earlier, it is because of the work that the members of our armed forces do wearing their uniform that we're able to do the work that we do wearing ours. Now, to move quite along, I'm going to be a little slimmer with the introductions, and I'm going to introduce the winners of the National Menorah Essay Contest. This was dedicated to honor the memory of Rabbi Mendy Derin, who was a pillar of the operations here in Washington for a number of years. And just before we do that and they're getting ready, I just want to know that we have an important character here. His name starts with a D. I know that he's about to come out here as soon as he hears his name said very loudly. So, It's a D, second letter is an R. Let's hear the music to welcome him, and that will be done by the National Menorah Orchestra for the Chanukah sing-along. Here we go. Let's hear you sing his name. His name is Dreidel, man. We need you to scream it until he shows up. Let's go. The Chanukah medley.
Here we go. He's got the spinning dreidel. Here we go.
Oh Chanukah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora.
Gather around the table, we'll give you a treat. Dreidels to play and latkes to eat.
And while we are playing,
the candles are burning low.
one for each night, they shed a sweet light
To remind us of days long ago.
One for each night, they shed a sweet light
To remind us of days long ago.
They remind us of days long ago. Oy Chanukah,
Ayom tifashene, alles te
er a freiliche.
Sto noch hasene, alle Nacht in Dreilach spielen mir. Süße frische Latkes essen und a
Schinde singt Kinder, die Chanukah lichtet dich an. Und sagt Allah Nissi, dein Gott war die Nissi und lobe den Tanzen in Gott. Sagt Allah Nissi, dein Gott war die Nissi.
Tanz, nacke, tanz,
Und dann remind us of days long ago.
miracles,
Vi al hakfurot, vi al achuot,
for the wonders,
al aniflaot, שעשית לאבותינו, בימים ההם הזמן הזה.
I see you guys, here we go.
Sing it.
על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל התשועות ועל הנפלאות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה, הזה, הזה.
על הניסים, ועל הפורקן, ועל הגבורות,
ועל התשועות
ועל הנפלאות, שעשית לאבותינו, בימים ההם בזמן הזה. Here we go. Let's get those dreidels spinning.
The dreidel.
I had a little dreidel. I made it out of clay. When it's dry and ready, dreidel I shall play.
Oh, dreidel, dreidel, I made him out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, oh, dreidel, I shall play.
Oh, dreidel, 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 I made you out of clay. When you're dry and ready, dreidel I shall play.
Dreidel, dreidel.
I had a little dreidel. I made it out of clay. When it's dry and ready, dreidel I shall play. Oh, dreidel, dreidel, dreidel,
I made it out of clay.
oh, when it's dry and ready, oh, dreidel I shall play. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made you out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, oh, dreidel I shall play. And a little dreidel, I made it out of clay. When it's dry and ready,
Oh, dreidel, I shall play.
oh, dreidel, 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 I made you out of clay. And when you're dry and ready, oh, dreidel, I shall play. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made you out of clay. And when you're dry and ready, one more time. Oh, had a little dreidel, I made it out of clay. When it's dry and ready, oh, dreidel, I shall play. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made you out of clay. And when you're dry and ready. Dreidel I something, yo, dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I'll make it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh, dreidel, I shall play. Spin those dreidels.
Whoa. Guys, because of the weather, there might be some fewer of us. We've got to make it up and make lots more noise. Now, we have our winners of, there we go. Thank you very much, Dreidel Man. Thank you, thank you. Now we're going to call the two winners of the National Menorah Essay Contest, as we mentioned. The first is Ms. Dvorah Zubris, a fourth grader from the Hebrew Academy Community Day School in Orange County, California.
What Hanukkah means to me. What Hanukkah means to me. When Hanukkah comes, joy fills the air. Hanukkah is super fun, and eating latkes is a delight for everyone. Latkes crisp, soft, and hot. They really hit the spot. I love Hanukkah, and so do you. Hanukkah means a lot to every Jew. Lighting the menorah is such a delight. I love watching the candles burn so bright when we light the menorah every night. Every day of Hanukkah, there is a smile on my face. Every Hanukkah party I go to is in a different place. Dreidel spinning everywhere, spinning, spinning here and there. Dreidels we love to spin. I hit Gimel and then I win. Making Hanukkah crafts is so much fun. Bring one home to show everyone. Sufganiyos are really yummy. They really fill my tummy. We learned about Hanukkah long, long ago and how the Jews went over the Greeks. Only one jug of oil lasted 8 days, and we can learn about Hanukkah in so many ways. That is what Hanukkah means to me.
Whoa, thank you, thank you. Mazel tov. Thank you very much for being here. I'm sure your family are so proud. We normally have more introductions, but we're trying to move this along, as you can imagine. Our next National Menorah Essay Contest winner is Miss Menucha Blasberg, a fifth grader all the way from Desert Torah Academy in Las Vegas. It's a bit cold for you, isn't it, huh? I would like to say that Ms. Menucha Blasberg is a cousin of Rabbi Schlanger, who was killed in Sydney. And I think that there's nothing we can do to honor his memory more than to continue with this celebration, and especially with someone of the next generation, to read her essay. So, Ms. Menucha Blasberg, if you wouldn't mind to drop the essay for a second so everyone can see that beautiful medal and sash you won. Wow. And now we want to hear what you have to say.
What Hanukkah means to me. Standing up for what you believe in can be scary. But Hanukkah teaches me that even a little bit of bravery can make a big difference. Hanukkah is a holiday in which we remember the great miracles that happened to our ancestors. But Hanukkah is not just an old tale. It teaches us important lessons that still matter today. We should always stand tall for what we believe in. To me, Hanukkah means having the courage to stay true, even when it's hard. Thousands of years ago, in the holy city of Jerusalem, the Greeks marched in and forbade learning Torah, keeping Shabbos, and doing the mitzvah of Bris Milah. Even though the Greeks tried to make the Jews give up their belief, the Jews stood strong. Some hid in caves so they could continue to learn the beloved Torah. No matter what the Greeks said, the Jews stayed loyal to Hashem because they believed it was the right thing to do. Eventually, the Jews had enough, and a brave man named Yehuda formed the famous Maccabees. The Maccabees were only a few hundred people, and the Greeks were thousands. Still, they stood tall and trusted in Hashem. They believed so strongly in their values that they were willing to fight for them. Surprisingly, the Maccabees won. Not only did they win physically, but they also won spiritually. They showed the world that when you stand up for what you believe in, amazing things can happen. Another great Chanukah hero is Yehudis. A powerful and dangerous general named Holofernes threatened the Jewish people. Yehudis stood up for what she believed in, even though it was risky. She gave him cheese and wine until he fell asleep. And then she killed him to save her people. Yehudis shows incredible courage because she put her beliefs before her own safety. The people in the Chanukah story teach us that no matter how hard things get, we must stand up for what we believe in. Yehudis fought for the truth, and Yehudis risked her life to protect the people. Their actions remind us that Chanukah is not only about miracles, but also about bravery and staying loyal to our values. May we all learn from the Chanukah story to always stand up for what we believe in, just like I hope to do in my own life every day. Happy Chanukah.
Whoa! That was wonderful. And you know, I know we're all cold here, but a few months ago at our Lamplighter Awards dinner, we honored one of the greatest fighters for the Jewish people today, named Dr. Alex Karp. And he said that everybody is going to have to go out of their comfort zones once in a while if we're going to have a fighting chance. And I think that those words are very relevant tonight, as it's not very comfortable, but as the mission cannot be any more important than it is now. When we see darkness, we see cold, we see terror, we see threat, and we respond with the Jewish spirit like the Maccabees did. I know that some people question how much we belong here and how much America is for the Jewish people too. My answer to that would be very simple. Many years ago in Valley Forge during the Revolutionary War, we are told, the story was mentioned by the president a few years ago, General George Washington goes into one of the barracks and he sees a soldier with a little flame and he's in tears and he goes over to him, remember, cold, hungry, much worse off than we are today. And he says to him, "Soldier, why do you cry?" And he said, "Because I'm fighting for you, General. And I know that we're going to win because I think about my relatives in Europe and the persecution that they are undergoing. And you're trying to build a new nation with religious freedom for all." As the story goes, a year later, the war was over. And now President George Washington finds this soldier and gives him a medal inscribed to a brave soldier from a grateful nation, General George Washington. So I don't care what people say about how American we are. I was born in Philadelphia during the bicentennial. I was raised in my Jewish school to feel a deep sense of patriotism. My mentor and the mentor of the Chabad Lubavitch movement, the Lubavitcher Rebbe, Rabbi Menachem Mendel Schneerson of blessed memory, taught us to respect and support and do all we can to contribute to this Malchus Shel Chesed, this kind nation. And I will not let anyone, no matter how much influence they may have in social media or otherwise, Tell me whether I'm American enough and whether I belong here. We have Jewish men and women here who serve in the military, risking their lives every day for our freedom. Nobody is going to tell us whether we give enough. This is our country. And the flag behind us, both on top of the White House and closer in, plus the menorah behind me, show that this is the land of the free, the home of the brave, with liberty and justice for all. So we have seen worse, but we also have to see light in the darkness. And in the realm of social media, there is a certain group of people who fight for our cause without fear. One of them is our next speaker. She's got 14 million followers on her various platforms. And even though it is of great risk to her commercially, she defends the cause of the Jewish people without hesitation. So, please put your hands together so we can hear from Montana Tucker.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for coming out here today in this freezing, freezing cold. There is something so surreal and special about standing here again in our nation's capital under this beautiful, beautiful menorah just in front of the White House. And my heart is so full of gratitude, pride, and purpose. 2 years ago, I stood here as a proud Jewish woman with a message. And today I return with that same pride, but with even more urgency because of the heartbreaking rise in anti-Semitism around the world. This menorah, this light, means more now than ever before. And before I say anything else, I want to take a moment to honor and remember the lives lost earlier today in Australia. At a Hanukkah celebration near Bondi Beach, a gunman opened fire, murdering 12 innocent people and injuring dozens more. This was an attack on Jews simply celebrating their faith, celebrating Hanukkah, dancing, singing, just being Jewish. So to our Jewish brothers and sisters in Australia and every single Jew around the world who feels shaken, we are together. You are not alone. Your pain is our pain. Because when Jews anywhere in the world are targeted, it affects all of us. We are Am Echad, one people, one heart, one soul, one mishpocha. And this is why we must shine our light even brighter. Because when they try to break us, we get louder, right? Woo! We get prouder, right? And we make sure that the world sees that no amount of hate will ever extinguish our flame. We're not just lighting candles, we are igniting courage. We are shining light into some of the darkest corners of the world, places filled with hate, fear, and silence. And we're here to say we will never be silent, not now and not ever again. Now, some of you may know me from my TikTok dancing videos, but my Jewish story did not begin on TikTok or Instagram. It began long before I was even born. Wow, this is crazy wind. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry. My grandparents were Holocaust survivors, and they witnessed the unimaginable. They lost everything, their families, homes, and childhoods. But what they never lost was their faith. They survived the absolute darkest of times, and they passed down to me the most powerful inheritance: the strength to remember, the courage to speak, and the pride to stand unapologetically Jewish, even when the world doesn't want us to. When I light the menorah, I feel them with me. I feel them with me here today. Survivors who saw the absolute worst in humanity, yet still believed in the light. Now, I have over 14 million followers on social media, but I made a very, very strong choice. I don't just sing and dance to entertain. I use every post, every beat, every platform to fight for truth, to stand with Israel, and to stand out against anti-Semitism. Thank you. Since October 7th, I have told the stories of survivors. I've marched with hostage families, and I've lost followers and friends, even a lot of business, just simply for standing up for my people. But I will never, ever, ever stop. Because if I'm not using my platforms to stand up for what I believe in, then what is the point of even having them? People often ask me, what does it mean being Jewish? It means belonging to a people who have survived thousands of years despite every attempt to erase us. It means carrying resilience in your bones. It means lighting candles as a rebellion against darkness. It means refusing to let the flame of our identity go out. Hanukkah isn't just a really fun and exciting holiday, it's a blueprint. The Maccabees were a tiny, tiny army, but they refused to bow down, refused to give up, refused to let their faith be erased. And they didn't just win a battle. They lit a flame that should have lasted one night, but lasted 8. As the prophet Zechariah said, "Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit." That is the real miracle of Hanukkah. Not weapons, not armies, but faith, identity, light. And here's something I want to say directly to the Jewish women and young girls that are with us tonight or watching. Why wait for Hanukkah to bring light into this world? Why not do it more throughout the year? You know, lighting Shabbat candles is one of the most powerful things that we can do as Jewish women. It's not just tradition, it is spiritual resistance. It's beauty, it's strength, it's healing. And every Friday, just before sunset, we have this sacred moment and opportunity, a moment to pause, to disconnect from all the chaos going on in this world, and to connect with who we are and where we came from. Candles, flames, with the intent to remember and to observe. And each time we light them, we say, the Jewish people are still here and we are not going anywhere. Our enemies, they want to see us disappear, but our biggest revenge is being visibly, proudly, and joyfully Jewish. Now, there are so many different ways to be Jewish. I mean, look around here. We all look different, we all sound different, we pray and live differently. But what unites us is our light. The light of our stories, the light of our shared memories, the light of our faith and our fire to keep going no matter what. So if you've never lit Shabbat candles before, let this be your sign. You don't need to be religious or even know Hebrew in order to start the sacred observance. You don't need anything fancy, just your hands, a flame, and your heart. Because every time we light the candles, whether it's for Hanukkah or Shabbat, we are pushing back the darkness. And when we have been struck with so much darkness, like earlier today, our response must always be more light. We are living in a time when Jews are so afraid to wear their stars of David, when synagogues need armed guards. I mean, look how much security is here. When lies travel faster than truth. But like the Maccabees, we will not hide, right? We will not back down. We will not be afraid to be proud of who we are. So to every Jewish teen or adult that is here or watching this who has ever been told to stay quiet or hide who you are, please don't. To every ally that is here with us or watching, thank you so much, because this is not just a Jewish fight, this is a human fight. To anyone who's ever been made to feel less than, you are a light, and the world needs your flame. We were never meant to blend in, none of us. We were meant to shine. Sorry. So tonight, as we light this beautiful menorah, we remember the words of Rabbi Schneer Zalman. A little bit of light dispels much darkness. It only takes one flame to push back the darkness. One little post to change a conversation. One voice to save a life. So let your voice be that spark. Let your story be your strength. And let us leave this menorah not just inspired, but ignited. Because together we are always stronger than hate, always louder than the lies, and prouder than ever to carry our flame forward. Happy Hanukkah, Am Yisrael Chai. Thank you all for being here.
All right, we're just a few minutes away, literally. We have two children that have to be honored. We have to hear from the secretary, and then we're going to be lighting it. We've cut a lot of the music of the program, and you're not going to hear my remarks except thank you for the sponsors. So, without further ado, I'd like to celebrate two young children who've done so much in order to bring light and strength to their communities. One is Hillel Majeski. He lives in Accra, Ghana, and traveled all the way from West Africa to be here for this today. And the other is Hannah Stigman from Brooklyn. They're going to receive their citations, and then we're going to move on with the program. But first, I want them to come onto the stage so you can all cheer them on. First, Hillel Majeski, how many hours did you travel to be here? Say it into the mic.
12.
12 hours just to be here, wow. Here's your 5-star medallion. And Connie Stigman, here's your cap and your 5-star medallion. And let's hear it for these children. They've been doing community service and learning projects and all of the other things that have earned them their points. Thank you very much. I am sure that your families are proud, we are all proud, and you will be the light that will help us win over the darkness. Thank you very much. I would like to now call upon Secretary Howard Lutnick, not only because he's a member of the President's cabinet, but because he has been a fighter for the Jewish people, especially in the recent saga of the hostages that were taken so brutally on October 7th. I am mindful of the efforts of the previous administration to fight anti-Semitism and help resolve the hostage matter, but I think all of us can agree that it has been resolved in the past 2 months, and we all owe a debt of gratitude for that to our President, Donald J. Trump, for not ceasing to work until they were returned home, And may the last one, who is unfortunately no longer alive, also join their family for a burial service so that this can be completed in its totality. And without further ado, I'm cutting my introductions. I hope you all understand. Secretary Howard Lutnick.
Thank you. You'd like me to try to wear a yarmulke? Let's see how this works. Thank you, Rabbi. It is a very, very difficult day today because we lost 16 people in Australia, 16 people today. We've had terrorist attacks in Syria. We had the horrible events of Brown. So today, we light the light of Hanukkah to bring light to much of this darkness. There are moments of grief and resolve, but the meaning of Hanukkah speaks volumes. As President Trump told us today, and we should celebrate proudly, we should celebrate loudly, we should celebrate being Jews. The lessons of the last year are clear. Donald Trump stayed focused, he lived with moral clarity, he spoke with moral clarity, and he brought our hostages home. So I'm simply going to say, from the President of the United States and the First Lady and the Vice President of the United States and the Second Lady, I would like to wish you all a wonderful Hanukkah. Let's celebrate the year. It is a difficult and tough day for what we've lost, but we must always celebrate being Jews. Thank you for being here. Thank you from the entire administration. And let's light the candle and get somewhere warm.
Thank you. Woo. That was close. A couple years ago, my hat flew off during the lighting, and the headline the next day on the cover of the Washington Times was, I guess that's one way to say hats off to Hanukkah. It is really windy here. I'm going to have to thank my sponsors as a group. I'd like to show our major sponsors on the screen if we can. We're very grateful to Chevron for making this possible, to Suffolk, and to the Mayberg Foundation for allowing us to do these celebrations. They're completely privately funded, and we are grateful to all of our donors. The rest are listed in your booklets. The Epstein Family Foundation and all of the others. I mentioned the Epstein Family Foundation because I see the Epstein sitting here. Thank you so much for your help. Bill Knapp and Jeannie Milbauer. I see Bill Knapp is here. I can't have all of the list be read today. I apologize. But the Pratt charities were very supportive of this, and I'll have to have you go look through the booklet for the others because we're about to get started and light the menorah. Now, if you guys all take your phones out just before we light the menorah and as we get ready to go on the lift, if you could all put your hands together again for the 8th day, who are going to sing the Miracle of Light, and we'll see you from up there. As soon as the menorah is lit, we just need to show respect with Oseh Shalom and God Bless America, especially since everything that the Air Force Band went through to be here with us tonight. And I hope you'll be able to stand in position after the menorah is lit for 3 or 4 more minutes, after which we're going to have everybody head back and get their latkes and donuts.
Before we do Miracle of Light, I just want to give a personal thank you to Rabbi Shem Tov and Rebbetzin Shem Tov and the entire crew who have been out here since 8 o'clock this morning in this weather, showing the way on how to bring light to the world. God bless you and your family and your entire team. God bless you.
Amen.
Avrumi Schreiber on the drums, also doing an incredible job. His iPad froze. He got a new one. He's got everything under control. It's beautiful. Those who are watching at home in the warmth, you should know right here, it's beautiful. Fantastic weather. Everyone's having a great time. Make some noise. Let them know this is amazing. This is how you bring light. This is how you bring joy. This song is called Miracle of Light. We composed it many years ago, and luckily, with God's help, it plays on the radio around the country. So we want to thank all those DJs playing it and bringing the miracle of light to all listeners. Here we go. No, no.
Last drop of oil, just won't see defeat. Keeps our little hopping flame, turns into the beat. It's that last drop of oil, we'll take it to the streets. Now we'll blow smoke in the veins of darkness, set fires to burn out the night. Tell all your stories, be a miracle of life. Blow smoke in the veins of darkness, set fires to burn out the night. Tell all your stories, be a miracle of life. Tanto destino, no canto enigmoso, y voy de viaje חדשים. Everybody sing, I'll be your next, I'll be your light, I'll be your miracle, I'll be your miracle of light, I'll be your next, I'll be your bright light, I'll be your miracle, I'll be your miracle of light. Oh, crush like an olive. Let your oil flow. When there's nothing left, your true colors show. So reach deep down and grab that spark. Ain't you tired of living in the dark? Show me a candlelight, show you the light. Show me a candlelight, show you the light. We'll blow smoke in the face of darkness, set fires to burn up the night. Tell all your stories, be a miracle of light. Blow smoke in the face of darkness, set fires to burn up the night. Tell all your stories, be a miracle of light. Oh, Dr. Destino, I can't make myself, yeah. Hoy de mi atchalos, Rabbi, oh, yes, I'll be your bright light. I'll be your miracle. I'll be your miracle of light. I'll be your business. I'll be your bright light. I'll be your miracle. I'll be your miracle. Wave your hands, come on. Be your day. Show you the light. Be your days. Yeah. I'll be your days. I'll be your miracle. Yeah. I'll be your days. I'll be your bright light. I'll be your miracle. I'll be your miracle of light. I'll be your days. I'll be your bright light. I'll be your miracle. I'll be your miracle.
Thank you.
Baruch atah Adonai. Eloheinu melech ha'olam she'asa nisim la'avosenu ba'yamim ha'im ba'azman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai. Eloheinu melech ha'olam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן
dann bei Chonis zum Mifza Chanukah in der Neifen Misuda, also soll rumnehmen, Kol Bote Israel, als in jeder jüdische Huis soll sein mehr sein als besser besser mit Bachut. Die Linie von am Mitzvah-Neris, ner Mitzvah-Teroe, und in der Nähe von Messe heilig mit jem le jem, Mahadrin, Mina Mahadrin, bis wann es das Tuftosch in klar beleilo Rishena, a Kalio Rigle de Talmudoi, Vechsides Tashtrasov mi Yusad av Kabbalah, a Talmud de Seis Meiredes, a Neres Chanukah tun nu, a se wird Kalio Rigle von der Ingen Hameride, und alle gehen in der Mitzvah Teira wie der Halacha shel Teira, Dvar Havai zu Halacha.
We're still working through some technical difficulties, and with God's help, we'll be able to get the menorah lit in a couple of minutes. Thank you. Stay tuned.
עושה שלום במרומה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, אמרו אמן.
עושה שלום במרומה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן.
יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל.
Let's stand as we honor our country and God bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide through the night with your light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. Bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with your light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my
That was not easy, but we got it done. Happy Hanukkah, everyone. Have a safe trip home.